I never imagined I would be the kind of man who issued ultimatums. I always believed grown adults didn't need threats to act right. You talk, you listen, you fix things. That's how I approached my relationship with Lauren. I'm Daniel, 38, project manager, early mornings, late nights, predictable life. Lauren was the opposite. Creative, social, magnetic in a way that pulled people toward her without effort. When we met in Manchester, she made me feel lighter. I like that balance. For 4 years, it worked. We weren't perfect, but we were solid, or at least I thought we were. Jake entered the picture quietly. At first, he was just a name that popped up now and then. A coworker from her design firm. Funny guy. Knows everyone. I didn't panic. I trusted her. Trust was never an issue for me. But over time, his name started appearing more often. Late meetings. After work drinks. Inside jokes I wasn't part of. I noticed how she smiled at her phone in ways she didn't smile at me anymore. I told myself not to be paranoid. Men who jump to conclusions lose respect fast. Still, something shifted. Conversations with Lauren became shorter. She'd half listen, nodding while scrolling. When I talked about my day, she seemed distracted, already elsewhere. When I asked about hers, Jake's name slipped in naturally, casually, like background noise. I didn't confront her then. I waited. I watched. One night, weeks later, I finally said something. Calmly. No accusations. I told her I was uncomfortable with how close she'd gotten to Jake. I said it didn't feel respectful. She rolled her eyes, laughed lightly, and said I was reading too much into it. She called him harmless. I let it go, but the laugh stayed with me. Not amused. Dismissive. Things escalated slowly after that. She stayed out later. Replies came slower. Intimacy felt forced. I found myself lying awake at night, staring at the ceiling, replaying conversations, searching for the moment I lost her. The warning came after a work event she invited me to last minute. Jake was there. Confident, loud, overly familiar. He touched her arm when he talked. Leaned in close. Watched her reactions like they mattered more than mine. She didn't pull away. I stood there feeling invisible. Like a placeholder in my own relationship. That night, on the drive home, the silence was thick. At home, I told her clearly. No anger. No raised voice. I said if she kept seeing Jake the way she was, I was gone. I didn't threaten. I stated a boundary. She laughed again, this time louder. She said I was overreacting and that nothing was happening. Then she went to bed and fell asleep. Something inside me changed that night. Not heartbreak. Clarity. I realized I had already explained myself more than once. Repeating boundaries doesn't strengthen them. It weakens you. I stopped bringing it up. I focused on my work, my routine, my space. 2 weeks later, she said she was going away for the weekend with friends. I wished her a good time and meant it. Friday night, I packed a small bag, not because I planned to leave, but because I wanted to know I could. There's power in being prepared. Sunday evening, she came home earlier than expected. Her energy was off. Quieter. She sat across from me and said we needed to talk. She told me Jake had feelings for her. Said it surprised her. She insisted nothing physical occurred. I listened without interrupting. I reminded her of the conversation we'd had. The warning she laughed at. She tried to explain. Tried to reframe it. I stood up, went to the bedroom, and brought out the bag I'd packed. Her face changed then. The laughter was gone. She asked if I was serious. I said yes. I said she already made her choice when she didn't take me seriously. I walked out quietly. Later that night, my phone buzzed. Messages. Missed calls. Apologies. Fear. I didn't respond. Clarity doesn't require conversation. The next morning, I felt relief. I had kept my word to myself. Sometimes the strongest move is walking away before you disappear.